Hey, so before I start this video, I'm gonna say that this is a video game with cartoony violence and blood and some shaky and flashy screen effects. So if you guys aren't comfortable with that, make sure to look away ahead of time. I will try and cut out a lot of the flash, and I've changed my settings to be more accessible to everyone. So before we begin, just wanted to put that out there. So this is a game called Ghostrunner. It's based around speed running, and you're trying to get the fastest time. So as you can see here, I use a little technique called a speed jump. So it's what you do is dash off the edge of a ledge and continue to dash in midair again, as it gives you another boost. So that's what I use for most of that here. A lot of this game is built around momentum and keeping that momentum for as long as you can. I mess up a couple times in this, but for the most part, it's a pretty clean run. I've slowed my gameplay down a little bit just to help you see what's going on and just to be a little more easy on your eyes. So here they have a thing that makes you face off against multiple enemies. You can actually just skip this and you'll see that I noticed that I messed up there and immediately died. But you can skip it completely without having to fight any of the enemies, shaving off about 50 seconds. And of course, sliding gains momentum, especially on gravity. And you'll notice here I mess up too by trying to do a little skip and immediately getting killed. So instead I just go the normal way and slice that dude and slow time to slice that dude. While it does waste a couple seconds, I want to make sure I'm not going too fast so you guys don't lose me. Here I have jumped and almost fall off here, but I continue to get my footing and jump from platform to platform and eventually make it into this arena. So this arena, I'm slowing down time to carefully slice this guy and crouch under here. This arena, you actually do have to kill everyone in before the next door unlocks. I almost mess up here, but recover it quick with the slide and sorry, I completely forgot what I was saying. Slow time, yeah. I just slow time there and kill the rest of the people to beat the level. And you'll notice I have a time of 2:04 with 2 deaths, and 1 minute and 49 seconds is my best. So it was close, but not the best I've done. And so I want to take this time to notice the accessibility settings in this game before I continue. I've turned on subtitles, lowered the volume, and reduced the motion blur to none and the camera shake to low to make it just easier for everyone here. Of course, I'm gonna add some subtitles to my own in case you guys can't hear what I'm saying or if you have difficulty processing, so you can go back and make sure to completely understand what I'm saying here. So they've added a grappling hook on this level, which allows you to traverse faster and enables you to move and conserve momentum, allowing you to, as you can see here, just grapple from one to another, saving precious seconds off a supposed speed run. So I like to take my time on this level because there are tons of dudes with blasters, and getting hit once just ends your run pretty much, and I'm not the biggest fan of that. So I'd rather take some time to hit those shots and make sure that I don't get hit so I don't have to restart the run. So this is where it gets a little flashy, so if you guys want to cover your eyes, I'm going to try and cut out most of this, but you're just stuck here. I couldn't skip the cutscene. I begin to notice a couple flaws while I was playing this game again. They didn't seem to take into account as much accessibility as I am when I'm doing this assignment, which a lot of people, neglect to mention or take account to. I didn't notice it either until I started playing this game. So yeah, so you're gonna be into a place called the Cyber Void, which sounds stupid and generally is stupid. As you can see here, because we're like a broken character or something, the path on the ground is near invisible, especially if you're colorblind to blue or anything of the sort. You'll see that I can barely see where I'm going here and actually almost mess up by falling into the place. I recover, but noticing it has definitely meant that I can see where most people would be upset with this. And another thing I have a problem with is the pacing of this game. So as you can see, before I was going decently fast, not my best of course, but once you enter this void, you kind of lose all of that flow you have, and you're kind of just stuck here listening to forced exposition. I try and make it faster by sliding. I kind of forgot about that here, but I start to remember eventually here, I think. There we go. So we're just listening to forced exposition. It's not the best story. I mainly only play it for the gameplay here. But the best way to do this is to jump here, and usually if you're faster, I wasn't fast enough this time, you could grab the key on this level and immediately turn back. Again, a lot of the time in this sort of area, you're kind of forced to wait, which distracts from the flow of the game. And again, another problem is the colors. I mean, you can see a contrast here between the blue and the yellow, but it's just difficult to see what you're doing. You see, I noticed a sort of secret platform here that I wouldn't have noticed otherwise if I didn't look that way too much. And then you just don't know where to go, really. All you can really follow is the yellow here. And I almost mess up here again. I almost fall off, and that's okay, but it is wasting time if you must. So then you go over here, and again, I didn't notice that was there until I was actually there. And I'll look into it here, and you'll see that it blends in almost completely with the background.
Where are they? Dead, I'm afraid. They've been killed before I...
Just gonna let you guys watch for a little bit. You'll see that I use a tactic called bunny hopping. It's where you just immediately jump after landing, gives you a little boost, and I mess up there, but it's okay. I'll just restart, follow the line that I'm supposed to, and get back onto that booster. Yeah, and you know, I'm not paying attention to the story or the graphics or anything, because again, this is based on speedrunning. I'm just trying to get out of here as fast as I can. You'll see I jump around there to grab that key, and then immediately jump on the bouncer. That saves a couple times, but not the most. And then I fail to jump here, so I have to restart. And I almost fail again because I don't know. I've got no excuse for that one. So I'm doing more bunny hopping here and jumping to maintain momentum, but again, you can't see where you're going to jump until you jump on the previous platform, which kind of ruins your immersion, and I definitely would say ruins the flow of the game. And I immediately jump off the building because that's just the best way to end it. And you'll see I get a time of 4 minutes and 47 seconds. It's awful. And that's just the first 2 levels of Ghostrunner and what I do to beat it in a sort of semi-pro speedrun. Of course, I could show you more and optimize the techniques, but I don't think that'd be as accessible as I'd like to show you guys now. So just thanks for watching.